I'm Cathy, the Clumsy Soaper. Today, I'd like to share on how I made the Mermaid Tail Swirl Soap. This is the August soap making collab that I made with Meg of AM Soaps. Before we start, I'd like to thank you for subscribing and joining me again this week. If you are new here in my channel, please consider subscribing and joining our mini family for a weekly soap making video, DIY tutorials, or recipe sharing from me. Soap making is my passion, so I would really appreciate if you can join me in my soap making journey so we can learn and grow together. Let's quickly talk about this month's collab. My guest collaborator of the month is Meg of AM Soaps, located at Cold Lake, Alberta, Canada. Meg is very smart, artistic, and hardworking. She is the handcrafter of the luxurious AM Soaps. Feel free to visit their web shop at https://amsoaps.webs.com, and you can also find them at Etsy AM Soaps Alberta. Remember to visit her YouTube channel, AM Soaps, for a weekly soap making video. I'll put the link of her channel at the description box below. Here is a sneak peek of her beautiful soap. Meg and I decided to follow the same color palette based on this photo inspiration. Meg helped to summarize the color palette, and if we will closely look at the photo, there are 8 colors. We have the option to use the 8 colors, and we can also freely add more or reduce the colors depending on our preferences. Instead of using the 8 colors, I shortlisted 5 colors, and that would be red, blue, yellow, green, and off-white. I also created my own swirl design that I named Mermaid Tail Swirl, so let's get started! Both the lye and oil are in room temperature now, so we can slowly and carefully pour the lye solution into the oil mix. Next, gently stir using a spatula, and once the solution had emulsified, pour the fragrance oil. Then, let's divide the emulsified solution into 5 parts. Pour into premix colorants in oil. As already mentioned, we will use red, white, yellow, green, and blue. Next, continue to stir the solution to properly disperse the colorants and obtain a light trace butter. Here is how to make the mermaid tail swirl. This is very easy. first, you have to choose your base color, and for me, that would be green. Let's pour the base color, then alternately pour your mermaid tail colorants, and that would be red, yellow, and blue. I aim to pour it in a V shape, so I poured approximately half-inch width at the bottom and make the pour wider all the way to the top of the mermaid tail. Notice that in between I will pour the green base at both sides of the mold to push the mermaid tail colors to the center. While I continue on designing this soap, it's chit chat time! If you've been following me, then you know that I recently bought my new camera, so I was very excited to try and take photos of the partial lunar eclipse last August 8th. Then, I overlooked the date, and on the night of August 9, I went outside of our home to take some eclipse photos, only to realize that I was a day late. I am a bit frustrated, but in the end, I was very happy because of the full moon. So today, I would like to share some of the full moon shots that I took. I don't have any photography background, and I really don't know what I was doing. All I aim for is to take a photo of the moon, and that's it. So please be nice to me if you think that my first moon photo is lousy. I just really want to share. We're almost done pouring the colors, and now we can pour the leftover green base. Next, let's pour the white butter and spread it evenly on top of the green layer. We are ready to make the mermaid swirl design, and I used an improvised hanger to do that. So we just have to Put it at the center of the mold and then all the way down, moving to the side and pull it up. It's that easy and it's that simple. So I know that you can do that too. And after that, let us layer this with the pipe blue and green colorants that I placed into a piping bag. And then, next I place the CP mermaid tail embeds. If you plan to make mermaid tail toppers or embeds, I suggest that you use a CP recipe with more hard oils or use MP. The tail has a very high tendency to break at the thinnest part of the tail. I still use the broken tails and tried to solve the problem by covering the broken mermaid tails with soap butter. After placing the mermaid tail, I decided that I want a more textured top, so I used a swap stick and swirled in different directions so it would look like an ocean. Add gold mica in oil and some candy pearls and pixie dust. This is how I imagined on how mermaids or sirena would look like. Sirena is a mythological sea creature in our culture, and according to myths, mermaids are mythical guardians of the water. Popular mermaid characters in the Philippines are Jezebel and Marina. Mermaids, according to myths, has a beautiful and enchanting voice that can attract and hypnotize sailors and fishermen. After 2 days, we are ready to unmold our soap. This is how it looks like after unmolding. For today, I use the cheese cutter because the size of this bar is so big and it doesn't fit any of my cutters. While I'm cutting this, let me ask you the question of the week. What do you think about the mermaid swirl design technique? Is it clever or never? If you find it clever, you can try to recreate this swirl design and feel free to share and tag me in your photos at Clumsy Soaper in FB or in IG. Again, I would like to thank you, Meg, for collaborating with me, and to all of my subscribers, thank you for joining me again this week. And to those who are new here from Meg's channel, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again next week. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed what I shared, please leave a like and a comment below. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon to keep you posted of my weekly uploads. Until next time, bye-bye and happy birthday to those who will be celebrating their birthdays this month. God bless!